Mike, 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 Mike.
Is that right?
Boy, Red Cross, I didn't say jikin na way.
Baba,
I didn't say jikin na way.
Baba Suru. Kuna Real Mako. So, apa harap? Ala last goal. Woyo gola mai. Wanya kala fano. Gol kiba Dauda na UI Africa ai box baji. Ni straga e gol kiba ma. Hata kiba man katoma. Ni straga e kiba ma Dauda.
Anara.
Mike, Mike,
Amar ba
Mike, Mike. Ya ka ya bidal. Be live.
Ama. Ama, but I'm going to follow you.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Brikama Box Family Stadium. To remind you, are watching us live on LSTV1 here at the Brikama Box Family Stadium in the league's relegation playoff between the neighbors in Wellingara United and that of their neighbors Kabafita United, who are all here to making sure that they defeat their opponents in this crucial encounter to avoid relegation playoff for the next season's BSC Summer Nawettan. Any team that loses this particular game will of course be relegated from the league proper, and you have to seek your way through the elimination coming in the next season. But before we move further, we are going to give you the starting lineup for either of the sides. We are going to start with Wellingara United, who start in goal with Moduba as number 20. Number 7 is Yankuba Besham, and also the team captain for this side. Number 19 is Mamadi C, 15 Michael Mendy, 2 Buba Sow, 14 Abdullah Jallo, 8 Mfamara Jaju, 17 Ismaila Jaju, number 11 Zakaria Sisi, number 4 Samba Ba, and 18 Juma Ba completes the starting 11 for the home team Wellingara United. And now to the starting 11 for the Kabafita United sides, who are also the neighbors of this Wellingara United's end. They start in goal with Yusuf Adafe with number 30, number 12 Aliu Saidi, number 17 Molamin Mbalo, number 13 Buba Kutujo. But first, that was a quick counter-attack in here from the Wellingara United end, but Kabafita clears their line through their defenders. And number 19 is Sadio Mane, who is also the captain for the side. Another attacking play here from the Wellingara United. And number 21 is Lamin Jata, number 16 Ibrahim Mane, number 4 Molamin Sambu, number 8 Omar Keita, number 10 Buba Kamara, and Kausu Kamara wears the number 3 jersey for the Kabafita United side, completes the starting 11 for the Kabafita United. Now Wellingara in the far end with Michael Mendy, who tries to play the ball inside the area, but the player Famara Jaju goes to the ground for Wellingara United, and then the center referee for this crucial encounter, Famara Kujabi, awarded the set piece to the Wellingara United side. Remember, before coming into this particular game, both these two sides played off in a knockout playoff, round of 32 playoff, where the game has shown 4 goals in that particular game, 2 from each side, and then the game has to be forced to a post-match shootout, where Kabafita proceeds in that. And then today, due to the performances that both teams have registered in the league proper, that is not convincing enough to give them or to guarantee them any place of playing in the league proper next season without getting themselves to this particular tie here. And both sides must now make their way from this particular encounter. You will see that they have both Abdullah powered the ball in, but the goalkeeper for the Kabafita United and Yusuf Adafe was well aware, and then he easily catches that ball to save his side from conceding an early goal into this encounter. Both sides have filed in their best team, as we have seen them file in the fixtures that they have played in the league, both in the league, especially in the league, and then the knockout fixtures that they have played before this particular game. Equally, this is also a very important fixture for both sides, because if they want to compete in the Brikama Sports Committee Summer Nawettan next season, this must be a game that they must win. And then the players that they have filed in this year tells you that yes, they understand this particular job at hand for them to actually get themselves any meaningful result in order to participate in the league next season without any hitches. Wellingara started the game brighter than their neighbors, but we have played a very limited number of times compared to the regulation that will be provided or given by the officials of the game. Now Juma is on the attack here, 2-on-1 against the two Kabafita defense line. Tries to dribble past his marker, but he was marked from behind, and then plays the ball inside the midfield area. Juma still on the ball, tries to dribble past his marker, but he was intercepted there. And then the Kabafita Kamara is now on the ball. He was dispossessed, and now Abdullahi offside, but the goalkeeper had already saved that, even though if the linesman in the far end, the second assistant Aliu Seka, had not raised that particular flag, already the goalkeeper had saved. But perhaps that weak shot came as a result of it being given as an offside earlier on. Foul. Wellingara benefited to the number 19, Mamadi C, who tries to keep that ball, but the ball eludes him and then rolls over the touch for a throw into Kabafita, quickly down there. And then the number 13 for Kabafita plays the ball back, Baba Kutujo, to his defender, who goes to the ground. Number 12, Aliu Sedi, awarded a free kick. Yusufa Dafe will execute that. Perhaps going to take a long ball from his end to his forward players. Dafe sends a long ball inside the area, but the player goes to the ground. Foul, says the center referee. Zakaria Sise penalized for a foul on Baba Kutujo. Kabafita still switches the play to the number 5 in the end, who tries to dribble past his marker, goes, but the linesman Jarai Silla, the first assistant referee, has waved in for a goal kick already to the Wellingara, and now the captain for the side sends a long ball inside the area for Mamadi C to chase, but he could not catch that ball, and then Kabafita benefits a throw in. Kutujo plays to his number 12, but 16 casted down. Kabafita clears their line, player goes to the ground, nothing, says the center referee, and then Baba now on the ball, turns to his number 12, Aliu Sise, but to Buba Kutujo, who switches the play in the far end to Ismaila Jaju, controls the ball. Ismaila inside the area, who also switches the play to Zakaria now. Zakaria is on the ball inside the 18, beautifully done there by Zakaria, but the Baba, rather Kutujo, was on the ball first before the arriving player for the Wellingara United end. Baba now, Kutujo plays the ball short to the team captain Sadio Mane, who tries to connect but disposes, and then Besum Yankuba Yankuba chased their thorns and then sends the ball towards Juma, who tries to control, but he misses that, and then the ball rolls over the touch for a Kabafita throw in. Baba Kutujo. Baba tries to play Brikama, but the ball was kicked over the line rather, for a throw in again to Wellingara, and then Wellingara proceeds now to Juma, who back heels beautifully to Abdullah Jallo, but the ball was cleared. Famara is there for Wellingara, heads the ball towards Abdullah, who tries to connect, fights there. Now Juma is inside the area, dribble pass one. Juma places the ball back to Famara, and then Famara tries to dribble, but he was blocked there, and then Zakaria flies over the crossbar. Well, that was a very, very brilliant play from the Wellingara United side. Started with Juma, who connects Abdullah, and then Abdullah tries to go past, but the resultant ball came to Famara, who connects Juma again, and then Juma dribble pass one, but back heels the ball to Famara, who tries to control and then plays the ball back to Zakaria Sisi, who tries to power the ball, but it was well over the crossbar, and then a goal kick to Kabafita. Yusuf Adafi to start the play now. Besum goes to the ground, and the foul is awarded. Yankuba. Moduba, the netminder for Wellingara side, is to execute that for Wellingara. Connects Juma, who heads down, but Kabafita players were all alone there, and then Yusuf Adafi handles the ball and then clears his land, but Besum Yankuba heads the ball down, and then CD clears his line to Mane. Now Baba tries to connect Sadio Mane up front, who goes to the ground. Foul. That was an error from the goalkeeper, Modu Mane. On the stroke of the 18-yard area. He was penalized for a foul on the Kabafita United captain Sadio Mane, who is still on the ground, but he is now back on his feet. Kabafita benefits a free kick about 20 yards out. Molamin Sambu and Molamin Balo are the two players that are seemingly taking this responsibility for the Kabafita United side. And in the 5 p.m. playoff games will feature Citizens and Power Station. There again, one of those sides must win their playoff match for them to rightly participate in the BSC Summer Nawettan proper next season. Now the center referee Famara Kujabi has given the green light now. Molamin sends the ball but way over the crossbar. That wasn't the best of free kicks from Molamin Sambu. who plays in the heart of defense for the Kabafita United side. Wellingara plays the ball short. Sends a long ball. Wellingara attacks, but Kabafita United defended. Molamin Sambu plays the ball back to the number 5-6 for the ball, nothing. And then a long ball is been sent there. Now the two captains goes to the ground. Besum. Foul is awarded against Sadio Mane, the team captain for Wellingara United. Now Kabafita on the attack, but Wellingara clears their line once more. Dafe plays the ball short to Buba, who connects Sajo, plays the ball inside the area for a foul on Ibrahim Mane. And another instrumental player for the Kabafita United side. Marathons lays the ball to Zakaria now. CC. Zakaria tries to connect his player in the end, but that was an offside against the Buba dribbles past his marker and then connects Sadio Mane, who tries to kill the ball, but the captain Busum was well aware and then intercepted him easily. The center referee is having discussions with the two captains, Yankuba Besum and Sadio Mane, and then the discussion is now being done here. And then the play is allowed to continue. Buba plays the ball back now. Buba again is on the ball. Sends the ball, tries to connect Omar Keita in the far end, but the goalkeeper was well aware. Is Modu Barada, who plays the ball short to his captain Besum, clears his line. That was a very, very close stance here for the Wellingara United side. They have come close on a number of occasions, but on all of those occasions they have not been able to utilize these close chances into a goal. Remember, football is a game of chances. If you fail to capitalize on the ones that you are creating, Of course, your opponents as well will have their fair chances of the game. If they are able to utilize any of those into a goal, normally it becomes very, very difficult for the team that have been wasteful in front of the goal. But let's see which of the sides here will be able to break the deadlock firstly, and then if that breaking of the deadlock will be enough for any of the sides here to actually get the lead or get a win from this particular fixture. But currently it remains 0-0 between the two sides, and then most of the chances that have been crafted here, goal scoring opportunities here, goes to the other side, that goes to the Wellingara United end, but still none of those chances has been utilized into goals. Kabafita so this forward through Keita, but Wellingara clears their line. Kabafita again, now to Sadio Mane, who plays the ball inside the area to his own player, but the Wellingara United side defended very well, and then Zakaria is now on the ball. Beautifully dribbled passes Marker there, but the resulting pass wasn't a very, very good one, and then Buba still keeps going, goes to the ground, nothing says the center referee, and he is still on the ground, but the play continues here as the Wellingara United goalkeeper quickly plays the ball. Buba is still on the ground, but he is seemingly doing okay. Omar Keita is now on the ball there, plays the ball to Buba Kamara, who plays the ball back to his number 17 in the far end, Molamin Mbalo. Mbalo plays the ball back to Buba Kamara. Buba dribble pass one, tries to proceed, but he was dispossessed there, and then Kabafita still on the ball inside the area now to Kamara now, who tries to loops the ball up, connects Omar Keita, but the running player in the far end comes to the rescue. Molamin back to Omar Keita. Now Sadio Mane in the area. Now Buba Kamara plays the ball back to Sadio. Cleared away intelligently by the Wellingara United defensive setup, and then the Wellingara survived from this particular scary moment, and then the play continues here through Juma now. Juma plays the ball back to Sow, who tries to connect Abdullah but caught in an offside position. That was the very real scary moment that has come from Kabafita United since the start of the game, if I may remember. The captain wasn't aware of the defensive player who comes from behind and then clears the ball away from him, Sadio Mane. Otherwise, that could have been an opening goal for the Kabafita United in this end. Earlier on, we have seen Wellingara coming close on 3 occasions, but have failed on all the occasions to actually utilize one of those chances into a goal. Molamin Sambu, it's been penalized for a yellow card. In the 24th minute. The player is currently on the ground nursing his injury. Molamin is still complaining Sambu against the decision of the second assistant referee, Aliu Seka. He needs to be wary because already he is on a yellow. Another cautionary card will, of course, disqualify his participation into this remainder of the this crucial encounter, and then Kabafita wouldn't be praying for that, because that would be a very, very disastrous situation or conditions to achieving their intentions of retaining a place in the Brikama Sports Committee's summer Nawettan. Kabafita heads the ball now. Buba tries to connect Mane in the far end, but that was brilliantly intercepted there by Mamadi Cisse. But Wellingara Famara had a collision. That was a collision with his defender, who also tries to defend as Famara heads the ball back to the goalkeeper, Samba Ba. He's on the ground, and then the team of medics are called to his attention. Seemingly he will be okay to continue taking part in this particular game. The game is currently at a halt as Samba was receiving treatment from the team of medics on the ground, and then the center referee, Famara Kujabi, will soon allow the play to continue. Drops the ball for Mamadou Ba, who handles the ball, the netminder for Wellingara United side, and then sends a long ball inside the area for the opponents. Kabafita heads, Wellingara heads again, and then inside the center circle now, Wellingara United's Buba Sow now goes to the ground. Nothing says the center of Buba Kamara is on the ball, plays the ball to Omar Keita in the far end. Now Kabafita on the counter-attacking football now to Buba. Buba dribble, tries to dribble past the captain, but he was very, very resolute there, and then blocks Besum. And then now the turn of Wellingara United, who are also on the attacking end here through one of their most experienced players, Abdullahi, who tried to send the ball inside the area, but no one was connected to that ball, and then the ball rolls over the touch for a goal kick to Kabafita. Dafe plays the ball short to Buba. Kutujo, who sends the ball inside the area, and now Kennedy beautifully placed there to Umar Keita, now one-on-one with the opponent in the far end. Omar penalized. Michael Mendy did very well against Omar Keita, and then eventually benefiting a set piece. Omar Keita tries to connect Buba Kamara, but the defender Samba Ba was well aware of what plan Buba was actually cooking against him, and then guards the ball off the line for a goal kick. Mamadou sends the long ball inside the center circle. Abdullah tries to go in solo, but the defense line for this player goes to the ground. So penalize Buba. Kabafita benefits a free kick inside the center circle, quickly played there by Kennedy to Sedi, who connects the team captain Mane. Mane tries to play the ball back to the goalkeeper, but it was blocked by Buba. It was blocked by Sedi, rather, Aliou Sedi, and then but Kabafita survives here. Sadio Mane plays the ball back to now Mane plays the ball to Molamin Balo. Mane on the ball now, plays the ball to Kennedy. Kennedy turns, tries to connect Molamin Balo there, but disposes, and Wellingara picks, but this possess again, and now Kabafita picks up possession. This possess again, and then Wellingara is now on the ball. Famara Jaju goes to the ground on the foul. Awarded to Wellingara inside the center circle. Quickly played now, captain to Zakaria now. Zakaria Sise beautifully done there. Buba Sow to Famara Kujabi. Famara Jaju rather. Famara turns beautifully, plays the ball back to Besum, the team captain, who connects C, tries to cross the ball, but it wasn't a well connected ball. And then Kabafita again rescued through a goal kick, but Zakaria again plays the ball to Juma, who chested the ball down, plays the ball back to Sow, and then C is now on the ball, tries to cross again. This is the third time he's been trying from that particular position, but he was not able to get any success from all the attempts that he had done from that particular position. And then a throw in, sends the ball, long ball inside the area, but Omar Keita wins a foul against Wellingara. Dafe sends a long ball, tries to connect Sadio Mane, but Besum heads the ball down to C. C connects Zakaria, now on the ball, beautifully thrown there by Zakaria. Zakaria still going, foul, yes. Foul awarded against Kennedy. Evan. Wellingara benefits a free kick. Wellingara United to benefit through the team captain. Besum sends a long ball inside the area, but cleared away by Kabafita, and Sadio Mane is on the ball, heads the ball down. Now Omar Keita turns beautifully there to connect Molamin Balo in the far end. Molamin Balo tries to dribble past his marker. Yes, he does well. Plays the ball inside the area to Lamin Jata, who tries to connect, running players inside the area, but no player for Kabafita United was well positioned to connect to that ball. Already we have played 33 minutes. We are now into the 34th minute of this crucial fixture, and soon we are going to see the fourth assistant referee Gibu Sar racing the 2 minutes of additional time here. Now Wellingara United in the attack here. Now Wellingara 3-on-3, but the player still, Zakaria is now on the ball, on the edge of the 18-yard area. Short block now. Omar Keita picks that ball for Kabafita, plays the ball back. Omar picks the ball again. Then Kennedy is still going. Kennedy connects Omar Kamara. Omar now Kabafita on the counter attacking football now. Buba Kamara tries to dribble past his marker Mendy, but Mendy close up every other gap that Buba Kamara could capitalize on, and he has to turn back and plays the ball back to Omar Keita, who also plays the ball back to Mbalo. Molamin Sambu to the goalkeeper, and then finally Sedi Aliu has been connected, but he tries to send the long ball inside the area, but that was again it isn't a good ball. Now Kabafita United attacking here now, 3-on-3. Juma turns, tries to go on solo, but that was nowhere near close to troubling Dafe. Yusufa, the netminder for the Kabafita United side, and then Kabafita benefits a free kick, a goal kick rather. 2 minutes to be added on. both Kabafita and Wellingara United have 2 minutes to actually get themselves in front in this particular game or maintain this particular score line and then go to the dressing room to have the halftime discussions and then improve on the areas that they feel rather aren't going right for them. If they are able to do that, then of course in the second half one of these sides here can proceed to the or can avoid the relegation, because that is the relegation playoffs. Both of these sides here have been booted out of the knockout and the league proper that has been organized by the Brikama Sports Committee. If one of the sides here is able to win this encounter, of course, they are going to avoid the relegation and then automatically will have a chance to participate in the league proper next season. But if any of the sides here fail to win this game or lose this particular fixture here, it is going to give them a nightmare, and then they had to get themselves, or they had to prepare and get themselves back a spot in the league through the qualifiers. Kabafita inside the area, Kennedy now connects Mane, but Mane tries to place the ball back to Kennedy, but in the end he was intercepted. That is the halftime whistle here at the Brikama Box Barmini Stadium. It is 0-0 between Wellingara United and Kabafita United in the Brikama Sports Committee's relegation playoff games for today. The first game and then the second fixture for the relegation playoffs will feature Citizens FC and that of their opponents, Power Station. One of those sides there as well must be relegated today, and one must be certain of taking part in this BSC Summer Nawettan next season. For now, we are going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be back after the break.
Ah, imam.
Welcome back to the Brikama Box Mini Stadium in a crucial relegation playoff fixture between Kabafita United and their neighbors Wellingara Utd. The entire first half ended in a 0-0 scoreline, and then in the final half of the game, at least one of the sides here must score to avoid a penalty shootout. Otherwise, it must be heading to a penalty shootout for either of the sides here to actually try their way of avoiding the relegation from the Brikama Sports Committee's summer Nawettan. The first half ended in a 0-0 scoreline, and then you are reminded that you are watching us live on LSTV1. This is myself, Kimo Kanyi, on the commentary cabin. Of course, Pa is on another engagement as well on this particular beautiful sporting event, and then Usman Kamara as well is on another engagement with Pa. And behind the camera from the Brikama Box Mini Stadium is Ayuba Kamara, Mariam Jaju and Dembo Mani are the three camera men for these beautiful footages that you are currently seeing from the Brikama Box Mini Stadium. And then the play continues here. Now Wellingara on the attack now. Abdullahi Jallo in the area, sends the ball inside the area. That was so close. And again, Wellingara have again wasted another opportunity. We have seen them doing such in the first half. In the initial part of the first half as well, we have seen them coming close on 2 occasions, but both occasions were squandered, and then later on we have also seen them coming close and then squandered that one as well. Kabafita also in the first half had theirs, but I mean, all the chances that were crafted in the first half were all squandered. None of the players that the chances have fall for was able to capitalize on those chances, and then the game still remains in a barren scoreline. No goal to separate the two sides. Foul against Juma Ba for Wellingara United, and Kabafita benefits a free kick. And the center referee is the officials in charge of this particular game. The center referee is Famara Kujabi, first assistant is Jara Silla, and also the second assistant in the far end is Aliu Seka. And then the fourth assistant referee is, of course, Gibu Sar. Foul against Wellingara. Kabafita benefited at a crucial, at a very, very good set piece position to be executed by the team captain, Sadio Mane. They have a number of players inside the 18-yard area for the Wellingara United defense, around the Wellingara United defensive play. 6 players for Kabafita and 6 players for Wellingara inside the 18-yard area. Sadio Mane is there, and as well the number 17 Molamin Balo, but seemingly the center referee need to resolve 1 or 2 things inside the 18-yard area before allowing the play to continue. Resolved, and then the green light is now being given by Famara Jaju, center referee. Sadio Mane sends the ball inside the area, but Modu Bah was well positioned for his side and then handles that ball well for the Wellingara United side. Now Wellingara surges forward to Abdullah, one of their experienced players, but the goalkeeper Yusuf Daffy comes off his line and then clears the ball to rescue his side from conceding the first goal into this encounter. Mendy plays the ball to Abdullah Jallo now, who tries to connect to his player, but Kabafita disposes. Kabafita surging forward, disposes. Wellingara still on the ball now, but Kabafita now regain their possession through Buba. Buba Kamara tries to back heel, but the ball eludes him and then starts the play there through Modu Bah. The netminder plays to his captain, and now to C. In the left fullback position, Abdullah making a very brilliant, not Abdullah, Juma this time, making a very brilliant run there. Now faces Saidi. Abdullah Juma plays the ball to Zakaria and then powered that ball, but it was deflected and then the ball flies over the crossbar. Corner has been awarded to Kabafita, to Wellingara United rather. And then the game Ismaila Jaju is taking that responsibility for Wellingara United side now. Jaju sends the ball inside the area, tries to connect Samba Bah, but they could not connect to that ball, and then the play now continues here now. And then Evan backheels the ball now to the number 7 who plays the ball to Sadio Mane, heads the captain now. Abdullah surges forward. Abdullah now. That was a very physical battle between Abdullah and then the number 4 for the Kabafita United side, Molamin Sambu, who clears his line. Now Kabafita heads Evan now to Buba, who tries to double pass his marker. Yes, Doswell tries to connect Omar Keita, but the ball was cleared away and then a throw-in has been awarded to Kabafita United. Buba will execute that for Kabafita. Kutujo plays the ball back to Saidi, who plays to him again. Buba tries to do pass Juma, but Juma dispossesses him, and then in the end Wellingara wins a throw-in, quickly taken by Zakaria to Juma, beautifully thrown there inside the area, but Kabafita defends, and then Buba heads again, but Kabafita again defends this time, and then Jaju is now on the ball for Wellingara. Jaju, number 17, Ismaila, plays the ball back to Samba Ba. Samba turns, sends the long ball for Buba to cheese, but the goalkeeper Yusufa Dafe was well aware and then collects that ball for his side, and then he will be sending perhaps a long ball for his forward players. Yes, indeed, he sends a long ball inside the area for Buba Kamara, but Wellingara heads away to Sambaba, and then another header. Now Abdullah Jallo surges forward. Abdullah taking on Lamin Jata. Abdullah crosses the ball inside the area, but no player was there for Wellingara to connect to that ball. Kabafita clears their line, tries to connect Buba Kamara, but Sambaba dispossesses that ball. Ismaila Jaju now tries to double pass his marker, but he was dispossessed again for Wellingara, and Kabafita regain position. Buba Kamara tries to double pass his marker. Yes, he does well. Mendy Michael is penalized for a foul on Buba Kamara, and then the center referee plays. The center referee awards a free kick to Kabafita United to be executed by Lamin Mbalo. Waits for the green light from the center referee. Lamin sends a long ball inside the area. No one is there to chase C heads Mamadi away, and then Kabafita. Now Omar flies over the crossbar. Keita. He's been one of the most reliable players for the Kabafita United faithfuls. Of course, he's a very, very young player. This is his first season to be playing in the senior Nawettan, and then the youngster has been doing very well for the Kabafita United side, and then this game as well is not an exception to those wonderful performances. Those wonderful performances rather we have seen him displayed throughout the Nawettan before playing a part in this relegation playoff. Offsides against Juma Ba. The first assistant referee in Jarai Sila spotted that, and then it's been given by the center referee Famara Kujabi. Molamin Sambu sends a long ball inside the area. Jaju heads. Player goes to Evan Kennedy, one of the most brilliant players or reliable players Kabafita can rely on in regards to the dictating of the play inside in the midfield rather. Modu sends a long ball towards Juma, but Molamin Sambo was there and then played the ball back to the goalkeeper, who comes off his line. Yusufa Dafi has been awarded a free kick. Kabafita will introduce a fresh leg. Yankuba Sisao will soon be introduced to replace the number 5 Omar Keita in this game, and then Juma Sojin forward, but the defend line for Kabafita United had extremely done well and defends dead rather against Juma. That was Sedi Aliu. Juma is now on the ground nursing his injury. Then Omar Keita is now making way for Yankuba Sisao. Yes, he makes way. Omar Keita makes way for Yankuba Sisao. Omar will be watching the remainder of the game on the bench. Omar Sisao is brought in his place to help his side. Again, what they were yearning for before coming into this particular contest, and then the game continues. Michael heads for Buba Soul, but he was dispossessed here and then penalized. Michael to execute that throw for the Wellingara United side. Connects Jaju Ismaila, who heads the ball, but Kabafita clears and then Wellingara regains, and then Wellingara wins a foul this time. To Buba Sow, who has also played a key role in the Wellingara United's midfield, and also in the successes that we have seen them had last season, and then this season as well. He has been one of their reliable players, and then one of the starters, one of the players who has always been involved into the contest for the Wellingara United side, and then the captain was penalized for Wellingara United. Besum Yankuba for offside, and then Yusuf Arara tries to play a quick ball there, but the center referee did not allow that play to continue. The ball was rolling. It has to be a stationary ball before he is allowed to play the ball, and then the ball was played back. Yusufa. Sends a long ball inside the area, and then now Sadio Mane is on the ball, tries to connect Buba, who plays the ball back to Aliou Sedi. Aliou connects Mane Ibrahima, and then but the resulting ball was cleared away by Mamadi C, and Kabafita wins a free kick. Sorry, through in, and then Kennedy now Evan is on the ball. Evan turns beautifully, he tries to connect his player, but Famara did brilliantly, and then Wellingara are now surging forward through Jaju, who tries to connect Zakaria in the end, but the ball was played behind the run of Zakaria. And again another throw was awarded to Kabafita, and then Kabafita will now sort forward through Kennedy. Evan Kennedy tries to connect Buba. That was a well-taken pass from Kennedy here, but the goalkeeper moved back, comes off his line, and then cleared the ball away for Wellingara United, and then the play continues again. Kabafita regains position rather. Sadio Mane sends a long ball for the run player Buba, who cheese, but Besum was there, the captain for Wellingara, clears the ball. Another throw to Kabafita, quickly taken by Buba to Ibrahim Mane, who chested the ball down, tries to play inside the area, but he was dispossessed. Zakaria, one of the most, if not the most intelligent players for the Wellingara United side. Abdullah connects with the number 17 for his side, Ismaila Jaju, but could not control the ball well, and then Kabafita regains the position now. Brilliant play there. The number 17 for Kabafita goes to the ground. Malamin Mbalo is awarded a free kick. Plays the ball back now to the new entrance, who controls the ball, tries to dribble past his marker, Michael Mendy, but Michael was well aware, and then now Kennedy is now on the ball. Kennedy goes to the ground, foul saves the center. Ismaila Jaju has been penalized for a foul on Kennedy. This time, Malamin Mbalo will is again given the responsibility to execute that for Kabafita United. Molamin sends the ball inside the area, a header away by Wellingara. Now Zakaria, that was a heavy touch on the ball by Zakaria, and Sadio Mane recovered well for Kabafita United. Plays the ball towards inside the area to Buba Kutuju, who tries to connect the forward, but no one was on the run, and Wellingara regain the possession. Dafe plays that ball to Jata. Famara disposes that. Famara still going inside the area now. Famara powered that ball, but that was an offside against Abdullah Jallo for the Wellingara will be introducing the number 10, Pa Ali Ubari. Pa Ali Ubari will soon be introduced to replace Zakaria Sise. He's been performing well for his side. Perhaps the energy is no more there to help him continue taking part in this game. Into the 23rd minute of the second half, it is still 0-0 between Kabafita United and their neighbors, Wellingara United. Of course, the derby is always a very, very difficult affair between whichever teams that are involved, whether being underdogs on the paper, but on the pitch is always a very different atmosphere, and also a different approach to the derbies that we have watched since we start watching games. Now Kabafita must defend against their opponents here. Kabafita will be making another substitution in this game. They will be introducing another fresh leg to help them in the cause. He's saving up. He's saving up. Saving up. Kabafita. One sign. Omar Sanyang has just been introduced for Kabafita United. Then he is going to be another player that they will rely on to gain more energy in this particular game, because at this time they need energy for them to maintain or actually change the dynamics of this particular encounter. Though we have not seen much chances been created in this particular game, especially in the second half. It has been a more silenced game compared to the first half, but this time as well, the tempo of the game is increasing as the game proceeds because both of the sides know that they must score. If they cannot do that, they must defend against their opponents so that they either push the game to the post-match shootout or settle for a nil scoreline. Now, inside the area for Wellingara, that was one of the best chances here that has fallen to Famara Jaju, one of the most reliable midfielders for the Wellingara United end, but again it was squandered. Wellingara United have created enough chances here to take the lead in this game, but they have failed in all the occasions to get themselves forward. The game still remains barren. The new entrance tried to dribble past his marker Omar Sanyam, but he was well challenged there by C. Mamadi, and then who takes a throw in to his captain, who quickly clears his line. Kabafita regains the position, tries to go for a shot from almost halfway. Now Wellingara, Kabafita disposes again. Now the new entrance Sanyam connects Mamadi Kamara. He is one of the reliable players for Kabafita United. In the upfront, tries to dribble past his marker, but Bessoum comes behind and then plays the ball away for a corner kick to Kabafita United. And again, the set piece specialist Molamin Balo is again taking the responsibility for Kabafita from the corner. Green light given. Mbalo sends inside the area, head away by Wellingara, and then Wellingara now surges forward through Ismaila Jaju, who connects a running player in the end. That was the new entrance, the number 10, but he was disposed by Kabafita, and then Kabafita surges forward. Now that was a foul, says the center referee on Omar Sanyang for Kabafita, and Kabafita benefits rather a free kick around the center circle. The center referee is having discussions with Juma and Aliu. Remember, these were the two players that were tussling in the early part of the second half inside the Kabafita United's 18-yard area, but this time both Aliu Sedi of Kabafita and Juma Ba of Wellingara United are now being penalized for indecent play. Sadio Mane sends the ball inside the area for Wellingara, and then Kabafita could not break the deadlock this time, and then Wellingara clears their line for number 18 has been substituted Juma, and he is going to be replaced by Boubacar Keita. Already been replaced. Now Kabafita again, Buba Kutuju now. Dribble pass one, goes to the ground too easily. That was a simulation, says the center referee, and then now surges forward Wellingara through Abdullah, who sends a long ball, but Yusuf Adape was there as always for Kabafita, and then brilliantly handles that ball for his side and then preventing Wellingara United scoring against his side, Kabafita United, and Kabafita regains the position through Sadio Mane now inside the area towards the number 17 Balo, who was fouled, and then Wellingara penalized again. Quickly taken by Mane Ibrahima, who spreads the ball to the new entrance in the far end, Yankuba Sisao, but loses position, and then Evan now, Kennedy, beautifully torn there by Kennedy, now moving forward, but dispossessed there by Besum Yankuba, the team captain for Wellingara United, and Wellingara soldiers forward, tries to connect Abdullah Jallo, but Kabafita clears the line through Aliou Sedi. Now the ball rolls over the touch for a throw into Wellingara United, and quickly taken by the new entrance, Boubacar Keita, who plays the ball back, and then a return ball from Buba to Boubacar Keita rolls over the touch, as there was too much pace on that ball. Boubacar Keita could not control that, and then the resulting to throw for Kabafita to be executed by Modlamin Mbalo. Plays the ball back to now Besum tries to connect the new entrance. Can he plays the ball, but it was a throw before he gets to that ball, and then Kabafita regain position now again, sends a long ball inside the area, but Buba heads for Wellingara to connect. Jaju Buba turns beautifully, so tries to connect the new entrant, but Kabafita United were there through Buba Kamara dispossessed again, and then Molamin Balo again for the Kabafita United side. One of the most outstanding players for the Kabafita United in this particular game. And then soldiers forward, Boubacar plays the ball inside the area, who is the new entrant, and then powered away the number 10 for this Pa Aliou Bari. And then, as always, Yusufa again this time was there for his side, Kabafita United, and then denies again Wellingara United from opening the score in this game. The game still remains 0-0. Sambu collects that for two substitutions to be made. Sadio Cisse, the number 1 goalkeeper, will be coming to replace Moruba. Perhaps this is a tactic that they are trying to employ if the game had to be pushed to the post-match shootout. Modu Ba. Moduba makes way for Sadio Cisse, but Moduba is not happy with that decision from these coaches. Perhaps he wants to take part in the penalty shootout, as the game is currently drawing nearer to that. 3 minutes to be added on any time from now. Three minutes at a time has already been indicated here by the fourth assistant referee Gibushar, and then 3 minutes for one of the sides to actually break the deadlock, and for them as well to defend. And then Sony's forward this time, Wellingara, that could have been an easy pass to the running player in the far left, but he tries to go for a blind spot, and then nothing intentional was achieved in the process. Another new entrant for Wellingara, Ibrahima Sidibe. Foul has been awarded to Sidibe against rather. It's awarded to Sidibe. Yes, for a set piece. Sambaba. Salombo inside the area for the header away. Now Kabafita will need to defend. Now Buba Kamara collects that ball beautifully, plays the ball back to Sadio Mane, who tries to play the ball, and then but the ball was cleared away. A throw in to Wellingara this time. Michael Mendy. Senselombo ball header away by Sambu, and then Kabafita clears their line. There goes to the ground. Nothing says the center referee awards that. That's the final whistle here between Kabafita and Wellingara. In the initial fixture that they played before coming into this particular game was a knockout playoff in the round of 32. That particular game ended in a 2-all score line, and then they had to settle the scores from the penalty shootouts. This time as well, it ended in a stalemate, but on a different score line. This time a 0-0 score line, and then the game is now pushing to the post-match shootout. It's either going to be Wellingara or Kabafita to be relegated today, or it is either going to be Wellingara or Kabafita to maintain a spot in the Brikama Sports Committee's summer Nawettan for the next season. One side must fight a comeback from the eliminations next season, as they will be there to wait for the elimination teams and then play the playoffs to actually maintain a spot in the league. Or if you are relegated here today and then you are also beaten next season on the in the playoffs for the elimination, of course you are going to be eliminated. Discussions now. The two captains for Wellingara United and Kabafita United are currently being called off by the officers of the game to actually have some nitty-gritties before the shootout is taken. And everything is done now. The center referee Famara Kujabi is now heading to the penalty spots with the first assistant Jarai Sila for the shootout to begin. In the 5 p.m. game today in the relegation playoffs will feature Citizens and Power Station. First kick to be taken by Kabafita. And the team captain Sadio Mane is taking that responsibility for his side. Sadio Mane given the green light by the center referee Famara Kujabi. Sadio Mane against the new goalkeeper. Sadio Mane powered that ball low, and then Kabafita. Sadio Cisse is the new goalkeeper that has been introduced to save his side in the shootout. Now it is going to be the turn of Mamadi C, who will be facing Yusufa Dafe. Mamadi C places the ball green light given by the center referee Famara Kujabi rather. Mamadi moves back. Mamadi now against Yusufa. Mamadi beautifully plays that ball, and then Wellingara also scored their first stake. Now the new entrant, the final entrant for Kabafita United from their substitutions is Omar Sanyang, who is now handed the responsibility to take the second spot kick for Kabafita. Omar Sanyang faces Sadio Cisse. Omar Sanyang, green light given for Omar Sanyang to take the spot kick now. Moves towards the ball. Omar Sanyang powered inside the area. The goalkeeper had a hand to that, but the power on that ball is what has actually given Sanyang the luck to score that ball. Now one of the new entrants for the Wellingara United side, Boubacar Keita, will now face Yusufa Sanyang in goal for Yusufa Dafe rather in goal for Kabafita United. Keita Bubakar against the netminder Yusufa Dafe. Now Keita moves towards the ball. Keita places that ball, but that was a beautiful hand on the ball for Kabafita United. Yusufa Dafe save one for Kabafita. 4 takes from the spot. 3 goals out of the 4 that have been taken, 2 from Kabafita and then 1 from their opponents, Wellingara. Kabafita is now going for the 3rd take, and their set piece specialist Modlamin Balo is now given that responsibility after their goalkeeper had already saved one. Modlamin Balo now faces Sadio Cisse. Mbalo moves towards the ball. Mbalo places that ball inside the top left corner to leave the goalkeeper Sadio Cisse helpless, then saving from the spot kick. Now, one of the latest substitutes, Ibrahima Sidibe, is taking the responsibility for Wellingara. Now Ibrahima Sidibe faces Yusufa Dafe. Can he save this one again? Ibrahima Sidibe moves towards the ball. Ibrahima Sidibe places the ball well into the top right-hand corner for his side, and then 6 takes now from the penalty spot. 3 goals from Kabafita and 2 from Wellingara. 1 lost from the Wellingara United end. Now Kabafita, the only responsibility that they have is to make sure they utilize all their penalty takes into goals and then go home with the victory. Now it is the central defender who is going to take the responsibility, Lamin Sambo. He has been outstanding for Kabafita since the start of the game, and then continues his brilliant performance throughout the entire regulation time. Sambu Modlamin now faces the substitute goalkeeper Sadio Cisse. Sambu now given the green light by Famara Kujabi, the center referee. Hands on the hip, moves towards the ball now. Sambu brilliantly done that, places the ball in the bottom left corner of the post. Again, this time leaving the substitute goalkeeper Sadio Cisse helpless. Besum Yankuba, the team captain, is handed a huge responsibility. He must score for his side to keep dreaming of a avoiding a relegation. This time is a lost win. He must score, and if he scores, Kabafita would be given an opportunity now for a score win. Green light given. Besum Yankuba faces Dafe Yusufa in goal for Kabafita United. Besum moves back. Faces Yankuba Yusufa Rada Dafe. Yankuba Besum, the team captain for Wellingara United, faces Yusufa Dafe. still taking his time. Hands on the hips. Besum still taking his time. Hands on the hip. Yusufa now Besum is now moving towards the ball now. Besum nodding his plays the ball well into the bottom corner. The scoring responsibility is now being given or carried by Buba Kamara, the number 10, and also the star and also the reliable striker for Kabafita United, Buba Kamara. Buba Kamara faces the substitute goalkeeper Sadio Cisse. Kamara faces Cisse. Buba now, if he scores, Kabafita avoids relegation and Wellingara will be relegated. Kamara now places the ball and then it's been saved this time by the substitute goalkeeper Sadio Cisse, and then Wellingara have the opportunity to come back into this particular game. They must score this time again to push the game to a further swoop. Kamara's shot was very weak, and this time was saved. One save for both net miners. Yusuf Daffy saved the second kick for Wellingara United, and then this time the score win was saved by the substitute goalkeeper Sadio Cisse, and then Wellingara are now back here. Number 17 for Wellingara, Ismaila Jaju. If he scores, they are going to level, and then we move to the forced to lose. Ismaila again saved now again by Yusufa, and then 4-3 it ended in favor of Kabafita United. The brilliance of Yusufa Daffy maintains a spot for Kabafita United in the Brikama Sports Committee's summer Nawettan, and then their neighbors Wellingara United will need to fight back next season to actually get any place into this. This is where we are going to end the commentary here. It is myself, Kemo Kanye, on the commentary cabin. And then behind the footages that you are receiving here is Ayuba Kamara, Mariama Jaju, and also Dembo Mane are behind these beautiful footages that you are currently receiving from the Brikama Box Bar Mini Stadium. Kabafita United 4, Wellingara United 3, post-match shootout, and then Wellingara United are now relegated. Kabafita United maintains the position in the Brikama Sports Committee's summer Nawettan. Bye from now and then. Thank you for following LSTV1 from the Brikama United, from the Brikama Box Bar Mini Stadium.